Okay, so it looks like things may not be going too well for Taraji P. Music, Henson, because she just put not one, but two of her homes up for sale. And now, music fans are wondering if she could be going broke. Last year, Taraji sparked a major conversation in Hollywood when she opened up about how she and many other black women in the industry are still being severely underpaid for their movie roles. But it looks like not much has changed since then because fans are now speculating that Taraji's financial struggles could be the reason she's selling her homes to bring in some extra money. But what's really going on with Taraji? And did she actually get blacklisted after speaking out and causing controversy last year? Let's break this down. When we look at celebrities, we often assume they're swimming in money and making huge amounts from every role they take on. But in reality, that isn't always the case, especially when it comes to black women, music, in Hollywood. Many black actresses have spoken out about being severely underpaid, and a few of them, including Viola Davis, have come forward to discuss the issue.
What they're getting paid, which is half of what a man is getting paid, well, we get probably a tenth of what a Caucasian woman gets. And I'm number one on the call sheet. And then I have to go in and I have to hustle for my work because once again, I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard. They came out of NYU. They had the same path as me, and yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. And yet, I have to constantly get on that phone, and I have fabulous agents, by the way. They are getting it. But I have to get on that phone, and people say, "You're a black Meryl Streep." You are, and we love you. We love you. There is no one like you. Okay, then if there's no one like me, you think I'm that? You pay me what I'm worth. You give me what I'm.
So it's wild to think that Viola Davis, one of the few people in history to achieve EGOT status, is still being underpaid. I don't even want to imagine what it's like for other black actresses who are still trying to build their careers. Many of them know to keep their mouths shut and accept whatever they're offered without causing too much drama, because powerful people in the industry don't like being called out. However, Taraji broke that unspoken code last year when she spoke about being offered such a ridiculously low amount of money for her role in The Color Purple that she almost turned it down altogether because she felt it was an insult. And as if that wasn't shocking enough, she also revealed that she was still making the same amount of money she made when she worked on Proud Mary. To put into perspective just how crazy that is, Taraji has appeared in several major movies and shows, including Acrimony, What Men Want, and even Empire. So it's shocking to think that despite landing all those major roles and building such an impressive career, she still hadn't seen a significant increase in her paycheck. For many fans, that revelation raised even more questions about how black actresses are being valued in Hollywood today.
My income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am.
Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for...
But that was only the tip of the iceberg. Taraji may have spilled the tea once, but she definitely wasn't keeping her feelings bottled up. She was deeply frustrated, and it became so overwhelming that when she sat down with Gayle King, she broke down in tears while opening up about how fed up she was with the industry's nonsense. The frustration was clearly real, y'all. Things had gotten so bad that she even considered walking away from the entertainment industry for good. Yeah, she was really that fed up. After years of working hard, landing major roles, and proving herself as a talented actress, she clearly felt like she was still fighting the same battles behind the scenes. And honestly, fans could understand why she was reaching her breaking point.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, "You work a lot." Well, have to.
Taraji kept it real by sharing her own story about the struggles she had faced in the industry. She probably never expected it to become such a huge deal, but oh boy, did it blow up. Before long, her comments sparked a much bigger movement, putting a spotlight on how black actresses were being treated in Hollywood. The conversation went from 0 to 100 real quick. Taraji gave an interview where she opened up about how many actors in Hollywood, including herself, have had to go above and beyond just to make ends meet, because the money they earn from their acting careers simply isn't adding up. She explained that working constantly doesn't necessarily mean an actor is taking home huge amounts of money, especially when taxes, agents, managers, lawyers, and other expenses start eating into those paychecks. She said, "I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, and getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, 'You work a lot.' Well, I have to. The math ain't matting. When you start working a lot, you have a team, and big bills come with what we do. We don't do this alone. There's a whole team behind us, and they have to get paid." She then went on to explain exactly how an actor's income can get divided up, and honestly, it was worse than many people realized. Taraji gave an example of how even a $10 million paycheck can disappear surprisingly fast. She said, "Off the top, Uncle Sam is getting 50%. Now you have $5 million. Your team is getting 30% off what you gross, not after what Uncle Sam took. Now do the math. I'm only human. Every time I do something and break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm tired. I'm tired. It wears on you." She also opened up about how Hollywood's big decision makers allegedly justify paying her far less than she believes she deserves, claiming that stories about black people don't translate overseas. It was a complete hot mess, and fans were firmly on Taraji's side, which eventually led to Oprah getting dragged into the controversy. For context, Oprah was one of the producers of The Color Purple, the movie where Taraji claimed she was underpaid. Now, Oprah was not directly involved in the actual payment negotiations, but because of the history surrounding allegations of underpaying and blackballing black women, including Monique, the situation quickly became even more controversial. And to make matters even more interesting, the relationship between Taraji and Oprah had already seemed extremely strange. With all these issues piling up, fans couldn't help but wonder whether there was much more happening behind the scenes than either woman was publicly admitting.
Did you think you could escape? No. I can't see a thing.
But then Taraji came forward to defend Oprah, saying, "Ms. Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all the cast of The Color Purple. She has provided encouragement, guidance, and unwavering support to all of us. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed, and I did. It took one call, one conversation, and one decision-making black woman to make me feel heard. Thank you, Miss Oprah, for all that you do." However, fans weren't buying it. Many believe Taraji may have been pressured to stay quiet and do some positive PR for Oprah. After that, the drama eventually died down, and we all assumed everything was fine until now. A few days ago, it was revealed that Taraji was selling her adjoining Chicago condos for around $3.3 million. The condos are beautiful, so it's definitely a shame that she's selling them. This immediately had fans wondering if Taraji could be going through some financial difficulties. Like I said, the entire controversy surrounding The Color Purple didn't sit well with many powerful people in the industry, and now fans are questioning whether Taraji could be getting blacklisted or pushed out of Hollywood. That would be unfortunate, because she's an incredibly talented actress. But on the other hand, fans could also be reading too much into the situation. Taraji originally bought the apartments while she was filming Empire in Chicago, so she had a reason to have a place there. But now that Empire is no longer filming, she doesn't really have a reason to stay in Chicago since she no longer has those same ties to the city. Putting the condos up for sale could simply make sense, especially if she doesn't use them anymore. So honestly, this situation could go either way, but either way, I hope Taraji is doing well. Fans commented, "This is why I never want to be famous. They give you a lifestyle that they can take away from you at any time. I don't even want to know what it's like to live in a mansion or a multi-million-dollar condo if I have to give it up." Another fan said, "Taraji may not get paid enough, but it sounds like she also doesn't know how to manage her money." And after they canceled Empire and her broken engagement to a former Chicago NFL player, she probably desperately wanted to get rid of it, closing chapters in her life. But y'all, let me know what you think about all this. Do you think Taraji selling her Chicago condos is simply a smart financial decision? Or could there be something bigger happening behind the scenes? And then check out this next video.